Have you ever wondered who is creating your future? Is it luck? Is it other people? Or is it you? Many people spend their lives waiting for the perfect opportunity. They believe that one day everything will change. One day they will become successful. One day they will feel confident. One day they will finally live the life they dream about. But that day never comes. Why? Because the future does not change by itself. It changes because of the choices we make every day. Think about planting a small seed. At first, nothing seems to happen. But if you give it water, sunlight, and time, it slowly grows into a strong tree. Your future grows in the same way. Every good decision is like watering that seed. Every new skill you learn helps it grow. Every small step moves you closer to the person you want to become. You do not need to make one huge change. You only need to keep making small, good choices. That is how successful people build successful lives. They do not wait for the future. They create it. In today's lesson, you will learn 5 simple principles that can help you take control of your future. These ideas are easy to understand, but they can change the way you think and the way you live. At the same time, you will improve your English by listening to clear and simple sentences designed for A2 B1 learners. Remember this one important truth. The life you live tomorrow begins with the choices you make today. So, if you are ready to stop waiting and start building the future you truly want, let's begin. Because the future is not somewhere far away. The future is already in your hands. Principle 1. Every choice shapes your future. Every day you make hundreds of choices. Some are big, most are small. You choose when to wake up. You choose what to eat. You choose how to spend your free time. You choose whether to learn something new or do nothing. These choices may seem unimportant, but together, they shape your future. Many people think success comes from one big opportunity. They wait for the perfect job. They wait for the right time. They wait for someone to help them. But successful people think differently. They know that a better future is built one choice at a time. Imagine 2 friends. Both have the same dream. Both want a better life. The first friend spends 20 minutes every day learning English. The second friend says, "I'll start tomorrow." One day, there is almost no difference between them. 1 week later, the difference is still small. But after 1 year, everything has changed. The first friend speaks English with more confidence. New opportunities begin to appear. The second friend is still waiting for the right time. The difference was never talent. The difference was daily choices. Life works like this in every area. If you read a few pages every day, you gain knowledge. If you exercise regularly, your body becomes stronger. If you save a little money each month, your future becomes more secure. Small actions may look weak today, but repeated over time, they become powerful. Think of building a house. You do not build it in one day. You place one brick, then another, and another. After many months, you have a strong home. Your future is built the same way. Each good choice is another brick. Each bad choice removes one. That is why you should never underestimate today's decisions. Another important lesson is this: do not focus only on the results. Focus on your direction. You may not become fluent in English this month. You may not reach your biggest goal this year. But if you are moving forward, you are already succeeding. Even one small step is better than standing still. Every successful person was once a beginner. They did not know everything. They simply chose to keep going. One decision after another. One day after another. You can do the same. When you wake up tomorrow, ask yourself one simple question. What is one good choice I can make today? Maybe it is reading one chapter. Maybe it is practicing English for 15 minutes. Maybe it is helping someone. Maybe it is taking the first step toward a dream. It does not have to be a big step. It only has to move you in the right direction. Remember, your future is not created in one extraordinary moment. It is created by ordinary choices made with purpose every single day. And once you learn to make better choices, you are ready for the next step, building habits that make those good choices become part of your everyday life. Principle 2. Build better habits every day. Making one good choice is important, but making the same good choice every day is even more powerful. That is how habits are created. A habit is something you do so often that it becomes part of your daily life. At first, it takes effort. Later, it becomes natural. Think about brushing your teeth. When you were a child, someone reminded you every day. Now you do it without thinking. Good habits grow the same way. They start small. Then they become automatic. Many people believe they need strong motivation to succeed. They wait until they feel excited. They say, I'll start on Monday. I'll start next month. I'll start when I have more time. But motivation does not last forever. Some days you feel excited. Other days you feel tired. If you only act when you feel motivated, you will stop many times. Successful people do something different. They depend on habits, not feelings. Even on difficult days, they continue. They may not do everything perfectly, but they never stop completely. Imagine two people. One studies English only when he feels inspired. The other studies for 15 minutes every day. At first, 15 minutes seems too small to matter. But after 1 year, the second person has practiced for more than 90 hours. Small habits become big results. That is the power of consistency. Another mistake people make is trying to change everything at once. They create a long list of goals. Wake up early. Exercise every day. Read more books. Eat healthy food. Study English for 2 hours. After a few days, they feel overwhelmed. Then they give up. Instead, begin with one habit. Keep it simple. Read 1 page. Learn 5 new words. Take a short walk. Save a small amount of money. When one habit becomes easy, add another. Small improvements are easier to keep, and habits that last are more valuable than habits that disappear after 1 week. There will be days when you do not feel like practicing. That is normal. On those days, remember this. Doing a little is always better than doing nothing. 5 minutes is better than 0. 1 page is better than none. Progress is not about being perfect. It is about showing up again and again. Every good habit is a gift to your future self. Each time you repeat it, you become a little stronger, a little wiser, and a little more confident. One day, you will look back and realize that your success did not come from one great decision. It came from many small habits that you refused to give up. Good choices start your journey. Good habits keep you moving. And the next step is learning something that no one can ever take away from you. Knowledge. Principle 3. Learn more than yesterday. One of the best ways to build a better future is to keep learning. The world is changing every day. New ideas appear. New technology is created. New opportunities open. The people who continue learning are ready for these changes. The people who stop learning often get left behind. Learning does not end when you leave school. In many ways, real learning begins after school. Life teaches us every day. Every book teaches something. Every conversation teaches something. Every mistake teaches something. The question is not, can I learn? The real question is, am I willing to learn? Imagine two workers. Both start the same job on the same day. One believes he already knows enough. He does the same work every year. He never learns a new skill. The other spends just 20 minutes each day learning. He reads. He asks questions. He improves his English. He watches educational videos. He practices new skills. After several years, the difference is clear. The second worker is ready for bigger opportunities. He has more confidence. He can solve more problems. His future has changed because he never stopped learning. The first worker is still waiting for life to change. Knowledge is like planting seeds in your mind. At first, you cannot see the results. But every lesson makes you a little stronger. One new word. One new idea. One new skill. These small lessons grow over time. Many people think they need to learn everything at once. That is impossible. Learn one thing today. Then one thing tomorrow. Small lessons become great knowledge. As an English learner, this is especially true. Do not worry if your English is not perfect. Focus on improving a little every day. Learn a few new words. Listen to a short story. Practice speaking for 10 minutes. These simple actions may seem small, but after 1 year, your English will be much stronger. Another important habit is staying curious. Curious people ask questions. They enjoy discovering new ideas. They are not afraid to say, I don't know. Instead, they ask, can you teach me? That attitude helps them grow faster. Remember, nobody knows everything. Even the most successful people continue learning. They read books, they listen to others, they improve their skills. Growth never stops. Your future depends on what you feed your mind today. If you fill it with useful knowledge, your future becomes brighter. If you stop learning, your growth also slows down. So make learning part of your daily life. Read a little, listen a little, practice a little. Keep asking questions. Keep improving. The person you become tomorrow depends on what you choose to learn today. And once you continue learning, you are ready for another important step, not letting fear decide your future. Principle 4. Don't let fear decide your life. Everyone feels afraid sometimes. Fear is a normal part of life. You may fear making mistakes. You may fear failing. You may fear what other people will think. These feelings are natural, but they should never decide your future. Many dreams end before they even begin, not because people lack talent, but because they are too afraid to take the first step. Imagine a child learning to ride a bicycle. The child may fall a few times. That is part of learning. If the child gives up after the first fall, he will never learn to ride. But if he gets up and tries again, he becomes stronger and more confident. Life works the same way. Every mistake is a lesson. Every failure is a chance to improve. Successful people are not fearless. They simply refuse to let fear stop them. Think about learning English. Many people understand English well, but they are afraid to speak. They worry about grammar. They worry about pronunciation. They worry that others will laugh. So they stay silent. But every confident English speaker was once a beginner. They also made mistakes. The difference is that they kept speaking. Each conversation made them a little better. Fear became smaller because they kept taking action. The same is true for any goal. Starting a new job, learning a new skill, building a business, making new friends. The first step is often the hardest, but it is also the most important. When fear tells you to stop, ask yourself one simple question. What if everything works out? Too often we imagine the worst. Instead, imagine the best. Imagine yourself succeeding. Imagine yourself growing stronger. Imagine looking back 1 year from now, proud that you did not give up. Courage does not mean you are never afraid. It means you choose to move forward anyway. Every time you face a fear, you become more confident. Every small act of courage prepares you for a bigger challenge. Little by little, you begin to trust yourself. Remember, fear will always be there, but it does not have to be your leader. Let your dreams lead you. Let your values guide you. And let your actions speak louder than your fears. When you stop letting fear control your choices, you discover something powerful. You are capable of much more than you ever believed. And that brings us to the final principle, taking action before you feel completely ready. Principle 5. Take action before you feel ready. Many people spend years waiting for the perfect moment. They think, I'll start when I have more experience. I'll start when I have more confidence. I'll start when everything is perfect. But the truth is simple. The perfect moment rarely comes. If you keep waiting, your dreams will keep waiting too. Successful people understand something important. Action comes first. Confidence comes later. Think about learning to swim. You cannot learn by reading books alone. You must get into the water. At first, it feels uncomfortable, but with practice, you become stronger. The same is true for almost every goal in life. You learn by doing, not by waiting. The same applies to learning English. Some people wait until their grammar is perfect before they speak. Others begin speaking with the English they already know. They make mistakes. They learn from them. Little by little, they become more fluent. Progress comes from practice, not perfection. Remember, every expert was once a beginner. No successful person started with complete knowledge or perfect skills. They simply took the first step. Then another. And another. Small actions create big results over time. If you want to read more, start with 1 page today. If you want to improve your English, practice for 15 minutes today. If you want a healthier body, Take a short walk today. Do not worry about doing everything. Focus on doing something. One small action is always better than no action. There will be days when you feel tired. There will be days when you doubt yourself. That is normal. Do not let those feelings stop you. Keep moving forward, even if your steps are small. Every action teaches you something. Every action builds experience. Every action makes the next step easier. 1 year from now, you will not be proud because you waited. You will be proud because you started. Your future is not built by dreams alone. It is built by the actions you take every single day. So stop waiting for the perfect time. Start with what you have. Start where you are. Start today. Because every great journey begins with one simple step. And that one step can change your future forever. Today we learned a simple but life-changing truth. Your future is in your hands. It is shaped by the choices you make, the habits you build, the knowledge you gain, the fears you overcome, and the actions you take. You do not have to change your life overnight. Just become a little better each day. One good choice. One good habit. One new lesson. One brave step. These small actions may not seem important today, but over time, they create a future you can be proud of. There will be challenges. There will be mistakes. Some days will be harder than others. Do not let those moments stop you. Keep learning. Keep growing. Keep moving forward. Remember, success is not about being perfect. It is about refusing to give up. As you continue learning English, remember that every new word, every story, and every lesson brings you closer to new opportunities. Your English will improve one day at a time, just like your future. Thank you for learning with us today. If you enjoyed this lesson, please like this video, share it with a friend, and subscribe for more easy English stories and life lessons. Until next time, keep believing in yourself, keep taking small steps, and never forget. The future is not something you wait for. It is something you create. And it begins today.